Oh, you're good there, Mikey. There you go.
Good.
Yep. Jack,
Y'all
can
hear
you
me
hear
all
us?
right?
Yep, we're all good there.
Loud and clear.
All right, guys, welcome to another episode of the Peoria Speedway live show. Normally, I do these on Monday, but I was fighting stomach bug earlier in the week. Wasn't very good, so we pushed this to later on. Now that I'm feeling better, and we're in tonight's episode. We've got a first-time 410 sprint car winner, and I believe it was his first ever visit to Peoria Speedway. Jack Wagner.
Yes, sir.
We're going to go ahead and start with him. Jack's actually joining us from work right now, so he's taking a little bit of a break to come on and talk to us. First off, I've got to say, we lived in Columbia, Missouri till 1994.
All
And
right.
we spent a lot of Friday nights at either Moberly Raceway or Sedalia, the Missouri State Fair. And Saturdays we were at Capitol Speedway at Holt Summit, Missouri. When I saw the 77 Jesse Hockett Memorial car, that meant the world to me because I'm in Missouri. I lived in Missouri, so I knew exactly who that was and who you were honoring there, and that's awesome.
Thank you, guys.
Let's talk about your first trip and the return of the 410 sprint cars to Peoria. Let's go ahead and tell us a little bit about your experience.
Overall, it was really nice. We rolled in about noonish to the racetrack, just getting everything kind of set up. Got all of our stuff, what we thought was going to be tuned in the racetrack. But from start to finish, you guys put on a really good show. I was very impressed with the racetrack. I hadn't heard about it until we had saw it on the schedule and thought, you know what? Dad had a wild hair and decided we're going to go out to the land of Lincoln and see what we can do versus the MOA guys. Very first time I've ran against MOA in my career, as well as my brothers. And from hot laps to feature time, every feature was a really, really good show. I was very much.
Yeah, so it's been probably 8 years. 2017 was the last time we had the MOA sprint cars at Peoria. Jake Blackhurst won that event. The open wheel fans, they showed up and they were loud. They were excited. And I'm pretty sure we're going to have 2 sprint car shows next year with the MOA 410 series.
I'm hoping so, and I'm really hoping that I can make them because Peoria Speedway is a bucket list track of mine that I want to go to every year. Obviously, it's my very first win in a 410 car with a really strong group of guys, and I could hear the fans screaming, hooping, hollering as much, if not more, than I was. I hope they all enjoyed it because I thought it was a good show from the seat. But as long as y'all have sprint cars there, I plan on being there.
Yeah, I mean it's a deal where we had, to me, I think it was the right amount of cars. You had 21 sprint cars show up, so there was no B main needed, which I love when we don't have to run a B main. I just like enough cars to have good heat races and features and call it a quick good night. One thing we've worked on this year is getting our programs done at a good time. And I think the open wheel fans, they were out of there. I think a lot of them sticked around for the modified feature even. But the sprint car feature, I want to say you guys were done before 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
And if somebody wanted to hit the road, they could. And if not, they stuck around and they watched the modifieds and the midgets and the kid mods and the Hornets if they wanted to. But yeah, I can't wait to see what next year brings. Heck, we were looking at the time when you guys hit lap 18 when the red flag came out, and you guys are in 18 laps in like 3.5 minutes.
Yep.
So you guys are flying around that racetrack for the feature.
And not only that, but we ended up staying overnight at Peoria Speedway, and all the way until 1 o'clock, we had fans coming over to the race hauler, asking for autographs, taking pictures, getting to know faces and names, and it was an all-around great experience. It reminded me a lot of the racetrack that we ended up going to on that Sunday, like Speedway. You have fans that roll in and love the entire show. What doesn't matter if it's modified or car, they absolutely love racing as a whole. And after everybody floods to the pits to get their favorite driver autograph or take a picture. It had a very home feel to me, and I can't wait to go back and feel that again.
Yeah. Your mom, I think it's your mom. She left her blanket here. We do have it. We just gotta get it mailed back to you guys. So she said she left it up there on the top row of the bleachers in the pits.
Yep.
She was so excited. So no, we got that blanket and we gotta get that mailed off to you guys still. But
thank you guys very much. That blanket is a lot of miles, a whole lot of races. So that's almost like a moment to my mom. She got it years ago. To know that it's safe means the world to us.
Yes. So who would you like to thank that gets you up and down the road? Sponsors? I know you're at work, so yes, if we could kind of keep this pretty quick, so we'll do that for you.
So Jesse Hocker Racing, #1. Jack and Connie Hockey gave me a wonderful opportunity. As you said earlier, Jesse's a huge name, and it's not just a huge name in Missouri. Jesse had his name spread all throughout the country, wing and non-wing divisions. I would love if you guys end up getting a non-wing race out there. At heart, I'm a non-wing driver. It's taken me a long time to get used to wing racing. You guys there, we are down to come too. But Jesse Hocker Racing, my mom and my dad, with Casey Putnam, they're the ones that put a whole lot of time and effort into these cars. And my biggest supporter and my absolute best man in the shop is my little brother Samuel. Races alongside me, but that man is very smart behind the wrenches, gets us the right amount of equipment, the precise cars with a whole lot of parts we need to get up and down the road. S&S Electrical being our first sponsor back when we were racing flat track go-karts in 2008. We've had a couple of guys come on this year between remembering names after a long day of work. Sure Rail Suspension one, Jefferson Street Storage is another, Wagner Boys Racing, Gentleman Jack Designs, Andrew Felker Graphics. There's so many people that go behind this race car to make it go up and down the road, and we average a really good season overall just in Missouri, running non-wing 410s, wing 360s, and we've started to sprinkle in some wing 410 races this year. And getting to branch out has been a dream of mine for a while. We haven't. There's always races elsewhere, but there's always a race somewhere around home where we just try to make our stuff better. So when we do go out and branch out, that we're competitive. And I think that we showed that a little bit last weekend. I'm hoping to do that again more. To get my dad out of the house can sometimes be a chore, but when we do, it's a good time. I remember Landon Crawley's dad, Tim Crawley. He told me once, if you ever want to get noticed in this sport, the best thing to do is be good where you're not supposed to. I don't think we were supposed to be good out in Illinois, whether it was at Lincoln or at Peoria. We both showed out pretty good. Hope to do a lot more often.
Yeah, so no, I appreciate you guys coming up. I'm glad you guys stuck around, stayed the night. I know you had the long haul down to California, the good old Double Dirty X over there. My buddy Adam Hall from Columbia, he ran a B mod down there that Sunday too. So
all right.
Yeah, so we keep tabs on the guys down there. Next time we're down at the lake, and the Ozarks is running, they got a sprint car show. Maybe we'll stop in there and come and check you guys out and come say hi.
All right. As of right now, we got Power Eye has a wing and a non-wing show going on my birthday, June 14th. So it's coming up. If you guys don't got nothing to do, I know you guys probably do, but if you don't, come on down. We'd love to have you.
All right, man. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for coming up and racing with us.
Congrats, Jack.
Anytime, guys.
All right.
Decent facility, a wonderful racetrack, and can't wait to come back.
All right. Thanks. We'll talk to you later, buddy.
You'll have a good one.
All right. Thanks. You too.
Congrats.
That was Jack Wagner, the winner of the MOA 410 sprint car race. That dude was excited that night. I know you were in staging you guys were.
I could hear him
after the midgets. He was in victory lane.
I think did he burn it down? It sounded like he was burning the thing down.
Yeah, he did 4 or 5 donuts in turns 3 and 4, and then he got on top of that wing and he was loud as heck.
That's what I thought. Yeah, I could hear him screaming because we parked right by the entry gate to the pits, and like whoever won's excited as hell. So that's pretty cool. Yeah.
There was a kid that kept asking, "How many energy drinks did you have? How many energy?"
That's cool. Yeah, thanks. First win then, you said?
Yeah, that was his first one.
Yeah, first one is always. Yeah, you never forget the first one, so that's cool.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So next up, we've got a well-known name in Central Illinois around here. Family goes back tradition, generations. I was lucky enough a couple of years ago to do a Hot Lap Heroes Legends interview with his father, Mike Sr., and this is the first time I think I've ever been able to get Mikey on for a live. It's been a long time coming. Our goal was to try to do a podcast with the both of you guys, but
Yeah,
unfortunately
that's all right.
that didn't get to happen. But
Yep.
let's you've had a pretty decent season so far this year, Mikey. Couple wins out at Spoon. You got a couple wins at Peoria now this year.
Yep.
Hell of a battle for the Gary Cook Jr. Memorial. Top 4 were underneath the blanket there. It was, I mean,
Yep.
let's talk about how your seasons went so far and how Saturday night went for you. I know if you guys haven't been watching, he does have a YouTube page.
Yep.
Weekend recaps on that also every week. It's a pretty good watch.
Yeah. Yeah. So little sister Megan, she's been taking care of her. I handed off the social media stuff to her. Life's busy. I work 45, 50 hours a week and trying to balance that with dad between 2 boys and all that fun stuff. And then also trying to manage the race, and it keeps me occupied. So she handles all the social media stuff and decided to get the YouTube stuff going again. So yeah, check it out on YouTube. They do some cool stuff. They're getting better each week at the content they're posting. But no, this year, I mean, we just wanted to. We followed Mars, I think, 2 years ago, and that was really good for us. We learned a lot, and then last year, kind of just focused more on bouncing around, going to Fairbury some, Farmer City some, just racing where it made sense. And this year's kind of the same. I mean, really, the only goal is we're really getting close to 100 career wins. We started the year with 88, so now we got 4. Now we're to 92. I've not a statistician by any means, but I know exactly how many wins I got. There's little symbols on my roof, and those symbols replicate each career win that I've had over my career, so it's easy for me to keep track. So we're at 92, and my only goal this year is I want 8 more. Then we'll get to 100. Once we get to 100, then I don't know. I guess you want 200. I don't know. So we're just trying to plug away at it. And we're loading up a different car for tomorrow. I'll let Megan do all that stuff. That's a surprise on what we're driving tomorrow over another track. But Saturday we'll be at Fairbury, and then we'll be over at Peoria Speedway for Summer Nationals on Wednesday or Thursday night, I think it is.
Thursday night we got Summer Nationals.
Yep. That's the first time I've been able to run Summer Nationals at Peoria in like 4 years. We always do our annual fishing trip with the family this week, and with the wife being real close to delivery, we're staying home. So I get to hopefully go racing unless something else happens and it's baby time. So hopefully we get to come down there.
Well, hopefully you do get to show up, because if I remember right, I think Peoria Summer Nationals might have been one of your first. Was it your first modified heat win? I think open modified heat win.
Yeah. I'm surprised you remember that, Jeff. That's pretty impressive. Yeah. Now I'm thinking 2009. So we started racing mods. B mods in 2008 over at Spoon River Speedway, and then decided to go step up and just run open mods. 2009, we ran Peoria most of the year. And yeah, my first heat win was Peoria Summer Nationals. I remember I was shaking and nervous as hell. But yeah, we won heat race that night. We didn't do too good in the feature. I was still earning my stripes, so to speak. But yeah, first heat race win, and kind of progressed from there. So yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, it's crazy to think it's been since 2008, 92 feature wins, because I can personally remember your first practice session.
Yeah, probably. It wasn't pretty. I remember
it wasn't pretty.
The true first practice session was not pretty. Not too many people know about the first true practice session.
If it's the one at Spoon River after the races, that was the one I was at.
Yeah, that was not good. I did my first. I guess Turbo Lee would be the correct definition, since he's in the General Lee this weekend. I Bo Duke it off turn 4 and hit the mine tires off the backstretch and bet every part on Dad's race car. But brake pedal wasn't there, so that was his own fault for sending me out there. He didn't think I was going to go fast enough, and I heed when I was supposed to haul.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, we've come a long way. Yeah, time flies. It's been
it-
a fun ride, and a lot of cool stuff's happened.
yeah. So, Mikey, who would you like to thank that gets you up and down the road here? I mean, you've got the help there between the four. I'd say 4 or 5 crew. I mean, 4 crew members, pretty much, if you count your sister as a crew person.
Oh
But
yeah. Oh, she's gonna whoop your butt, Jeff. She's gonna take that personal. I don't know where she's at. She's here somewhere.
I know she'll get me when she sees me next.
Yeah. No.
Or as much crap as you give her on that YouTube channel, that
Well,
one
they're
should be okay.
yeah. This week it's all about my hair. I chopped it off, so they've been really making fun of my bald spot. I'm just like, it is what it is. I'm
Yeah,
getting a bald
I
spot
kind of
tan.
spotted that. I spotted that your first one at Peoria this year. It was pretty noticeable
I'm
there.
getting old. I used to give all the older guys crap, and one of the guys at work that's in upper management, he always said when I was younger, it's better to have traitors than deserters. Just remember that, because he had a lot of gray hair, and now I'm learning he was right, because I've got a lot of deserters. But
Yeah,
no, I mean, as far as yeah, I'm lucky to have some help. Like I said, we've got 2 cars in the shop this week. I had to yank the rear end out of my car and focus on another car that I've been working on, helping somebody else out that we're going to run tomorrow at Lincoln. And that's all been the guys that helped me. So John, Bump, Austin, Megan, Eric, obviously. I'm super blessed to have him in my corner. I can't thank him enough. Great stepfather, great role model, super smart individual. My wife, um, who's always handling 2 crazy kids at home. I bring them up here, but I don't know if she knew what she was getting into having uh, kids with the last name Chasteen, because they drive her crazy. But no, special thanks to everybody, and obviously my sponsors, Pro Circuit Electric, Chuck's Towing, Mid-State Insulation, Reeser Landscaping. I know I'm going to forget, guys. I'm trying to cheat here. Peterson Diesel. Just everybody that helps out. I mean, this sport, it's getting more and more expensive every year, and just getting harder and harder for the guys that work full time and then try to come up to the shop and balance that work, life, race, that, just try to balance all of it. So just
yeah,
thanks to everybody, and obviously all our fans that support us and do all the things they do.
yeah, yeah. As like Mikey stated here, I mean, everybody knows how much racing's changed and got expensive, and I mean, everything in the world's got expensive. But let's take 2009, 2010 when Mikey won his first heat race. You could go and race. Heck, we could have ran three or four summer national nights in a row and not even blinked an eye at it. And
Yeah.
now you've got to pick and choose what you're going to do. Is it
Yeah.
worth the time to go? It's just
Hmm.
it's
Yeah. I
I
mean,
don't know the answers here. I mean, I wish we had the answers, and
yeah,
I don't know.
we
It's
don't
hard.
do, yeah, I mean, and people, I see comments like, because sometimes you'll see racers complain about the money aspect, and then the other side, well, what are you doing complaining? It's racing. And it's like, listen, we understand it's racing. We're not in this to make money, but we're also not in this to go bankrupt either. It has to make
Mm-hmm.
sense. And I mean, that's kind of why we don't run the Mars series. It's a great series. John Clayton and Matt Kroll, I think the world of them. They are just stand up knockout guys, and I love running that series, but just financially it don't make sense. I can run Peoria is 5 minutes down the road. It pays $1,000 to win. It's got one of the best uh, payouts in the state. I can run Spoon. It's 40 minutes away. It's got a good payout. Fairbury's an hour away. It's 1,500 to win. And I mean, the payouts are all really good, and they're only within an hour and 10 minutes. Just all these tracks are right here, and it's tough. I'd love to venture out, and I'd love to run USMTS. I mean, that's what my dad did. I mean, that's always been
Yep.
my dream, but it don't make sense now. Diesel, and you almost need 2 cars, and it's just, yeah, can't do it. So, I mean, from a business perspective too, on tracks, I mean, you even look at the attendance. I mean, it's down everywhere. It makes it
Yep.
I don't know, good. They got a lighter and there's 3 guys in a 4-wheeler, and we blow something up. Uh, so no, I don't know. I wish I knew the answer. I mean, I wish the stands are packed every week, and there's a bunch of kids there that we could. Yeah, I mean that's what we need is kids in the stands, so the next generation is going and all that. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I could talk all day about.
Yes, we could.
That state of the sport.
Yeah. If we could have a crowd like we had Saturday night for the sprint cars, every racetrack would be happy every single weekend. But
yeah, no, that was a good crowd.
No, so thanks again for coming on, Mike. And like you said, we could talk about this for hours and hours. And we'll definitely have to get together and do a live over the winter and do like a season recap or something. Or I mean, heck, probably have you on again before the year's even over because I'm sure you're going to pick up a couple more races at Peoria before the season's over. So
I hope so. I mean, like I said, the goal is I need 8 more. I'm trying not to keep track. I just go to each racetrack, and obviously our goal is to win. But as we get closer to 100, I know it's gonna stick in my head. But no, hopefully we pick off a couple more, and that B mod deal is really exciting. And I'm not a B mod guy by any means. We built a new car, and that wasn't even meant to be a B mod. And Spoon had a big race. Then I saw Peoria, and there's just all these big B mod races this year. It's like, well, I guess we're just gonna build a B mod and go run some of these shows. And I mean,
might as well.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. And so yeah, hopefully we pick off a couple more, and I'll get to do some of this stuff again. I'm excited.
Yeah. So again, thanks, Mikey, for coming on, and thanks for supporting us whenever you get the chance to. I know it means a lot to me. I know sometimes the nights don't go how we plan, and we have a nice conversation the next day, but we've always worked it out and just moved on to the next one. So, all right, Brad. Well, good luck this weekend at Lincoln and Fairbury, and I'll be catching to see what you do there with the new car you're going to be in this weekend.
Yep, I'll see you Thursday, Jeff.
All right, thanks. See you then.
Yep, see you guys.
All right, guys. That was Mike Chasteen Jr., the driver of the C4 UMP Modified, picked up his second feature win at the Peoria Speedway this year. Again, this coming Saturday, we are going to be off to get ready for Summer Nationals, which is this coming Thursday, a week from today. It will be $25 to get into the grandstands. Kids 10 and under are free. Pit passes will be $40 with kids 10 and under at $20. We'll be running the UMP Dirt Car Late Models, the UMP Summit Modifieds, the Peoria Speedway B Mods, and the Peoria Speedway Hornets. Late Models and Modifieds will run first. B Mods and Hornets will be after them. The Late Models and Modifieds, Peoria Speedway drivers, you guys will get 20 show-up bonus points to go towards the season point standings. Last year, we counted it as like a full point deal. We're not going to do that this year. It kind of messed the points up for a lot of drivers that support us weekly. So what I'm going to do in return, the drivers that support us on the Summer Nationals, you guys will get a 20 points bonus towards your points for the year. B Mods and Hornets, you guys are full race points on those nights. But yeah, we hope to see a good crowd out for Thursday for the Summer Nationals. Should be a good one. I would say usually we average around the 40 mark as we're one of the first races in Summer Nationals. This year we're the third one. So that first week, it's always a combination of the regional drivers and some World of Outlaw guys who are off. They come and run that first week. I know like Dennis Erb Jr., Brian Shirley, those guys are running. Last year we had, I think Tanner English showed up. So we had a good field last year, and there were some World of Outlaw guys that came in. That Max McLaughlin last year, he came in and ran that opening week. So it'll be interesting to see what happens this year. I know Uncle T, Tyler Erb, he's supposed to be running the full thing again this year. But come out and cheer on your Brayton Wallaces, your Rich Bell, your Robbie Baum, and your Cole Swibold, your Peoria Speedway local late models against the UMP Summer Nationals. Same with the modifieds. Come out and cheer on Noah Faw, Austin Lynn, Charlie Hess, just your weekly modified racers that are going up against the Summit modified guys. Come out and cheer those guys on. Should be a good night of racing. We'll try to move the show on as fast as we can, like we've been doing every single Saturday night. So again, thank you all for who came out and supported us this past Saturday for the open wheel race. That crowd showed up and showed out, loud, exciting. The drivers put on a hell of a night of racing. So I can't wait for next year to get some more sprint car races scheduled and get those on the schedule. And we just got to wait on MOA to see what dates they can come up with for next year. But again, thank you guys for supporting Peoria Speedway. Thank you for coming and watching the live show. This is a new thing we started this year, and it's became a hit. So we try to keep doing it every single week. Yeah, stay tuned, and again, we'll hope to see you guys all at Summer Nationals. Thanks.